Welcome to Tech with Amar. In this video, we are going to learn about undo drop table statement. This is very helpful statement in those cases that if somebody has dropped the table and we would like to bring that table back with the data. So this statement has some limitation. In that case, is if a purge command was executed on the database, the undo drop table command cannot be executed to the version earlier to the purge execution. That's one limitation. So you have to understand if you are running purge statement right after dropping the table, there would be no way to do the undo drop table. Now, extent can be recovered only if the hard delete period of the extent container it resides in wasn't reached yet. So often we have the setup that hard delete period. So maybe you have done 365 days, maybe you have done 90 days. So depending on that, if that has reached and the hard delete has happened, you will not be able to use dot undo drop table. So these are the two limitations you need to wear. But most of the time, let's say you drop the table just right now and you all of a sudden you came like, oh, okay, I dropped the table, I need to bring it back. So you can do that. Is gonna be possible. Let's go ahead and take a look how you do that. Now here is the table definition of my total sale, and I'm going to create this table with a bunch of columns. So you say dot create table name, then you have this list of the columns and data type of them. So let's select that. We learn how to create the table in the last statement, the last videos as well. So this is a very simple statement, and now we are going to ingest some data. So to ingest the data or insert the data, what we have to do, dot ingest inline into table, and then your table name and a lesson sign and a pipe sign, then provide the list of that column data you have. So just separated by the comma. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this entire data till here. Once I select that and execute, it's going to create ingest that data. So now we have a total sale table with all that data. So see right there, that's where our table is. This is the list of the columns, and now there is a data. So how I can select the data from this table? So I will say show in this case select data from table. So you don't have to do whole lot. You will just put the table name there, select it, and then execute. Kusto will run that like select start from table, and it will return you all the records. See right there are 13 records in this table. Now somebody went ahead and said, oh, I don't need the total sale database table, so I'm going to go ahead and drop it. That's possible. Fine, you can go ahead and drop it. So you will say dot drop table and then say total sale. So you drop the table. Now this table has dropped, and it give you, this is giving you a list of other existing tables once it dropped the table. Now if I go and select the data from the table, it's not gonna show me because failed to resolve table or column or scalar expression named total sale, because we just dropped this table. Now, how to revert it back or bring it back? We can use a dot undo drop table. But first of all, I need to get some information. So get the list of the drop tables which we can use. Say dot show database name. In my case is TechBrotherDB, and journal where event is equal to drop table, and entity name is equal to total sale. That's my table name. And then you can say pipe sign project original entity version. This will give us the version of the this total sale. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to run the entire statement. The project will just give us a selected column here, only one column. I'm going to just select this part and show you the entire table. Let's execute this. And now we can see that we have this drop table statement. As I was experimenting this with total sale multiple times, so it is showing me different data. So as of now, it is showing me data for 12/12 and 12/11. So this is what I was doing yesterday, and then this is the latest data. So you see the version right there, entity version, and then you have scroll on the right side, then you have original version. Okay, so right there, so that's your original version right there. Okay, that's what we need to do the undo drop table. So that's why this part of the query is going to return us. Now you can see all that details, from this, when this was dropped and all that. This is good for getting the audit information for these list of the tables which was dropped and all that. Okay, now we can go ahead and execute this statement one more time and get the version. So this is the version we need to use. That's the latest version. So I'm going to copy and then just put right here. Okay, so let's put it here, and this is how you will undo drop. So you will say dot undo drop table, and then name of the table as to the new table name. If you want to have the same table name, fine. So this table as the same table name, version this. If you want to have a different name, you will say, let's say sale new restored or something like that. So you can give a new name, or you can have the same name. So in my case, I'm going to go ahead and just execute as it is, and it will bring us the table total sale. So you see right there, total sale is back, and we can execute this. Now if I want to run, and it will show you all the data. So this is how you recover the drop table. Now let's see if we can do something like a restored. So let's, not sure if it'll let us do the same thing to the new table at the same time. So see, it is saying it is already recovered to the existing table, so you can't do it. So if I will drop the table again one more time, let's say if I drop the table one more time here, then we go and execute this query, and then get this, that's the latest version, fine, and we will put it right here, and then now we want to do as a new table total sale restore. So we'll say dot undo drop table, and then the actual name of the table, then a new table name, version is equal to this, and execute. So now it will restore as a new table name, see right there. So total sale restored. Now if I can say total sale restored, and just select the data from there, so it should have the data. So this is how you will restore the drop table to existing table name, or to the new table name. Thank you very much for watching, and I will put this code in the description so you can use it. Thank you for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in next video.